Okay, day 13. It's going really well. I can't believe I'm on day 13 already. Actually, it doesn't seem like it's going fast though. It is kind of going slow. So day 13, eat your greens fruit smoothie. It's clearly green because I used super dark kale. You can taste the green in this too. So if you don't like the greens, as I said before, on a different day, this might be a rough smoothie for you, but I think it's delicious because I love the taste of green in my smoothie. It's like pomegranate, blueberry, stuff like that. So super yummy. This is a hit. I like it. Okay, I wanted to do a little video while it's on my mind, and this is something I think about pretty often now that things have changed for me as far as my weight goes, technically. This is funny, I have a squirrel behind my head. Okay, the topic of what I want to talk about is when your weight changes, specifically when your weight goes down, being comfortable with that new you. This is something that I started thinking about, I think the first time I ever lost weight, which was back when I was 19. Now I'm almost 34. The first time that I lost weight, it was a very interesting time. It was one of those white knuckle dieting things where you're just trying to hold on and like keep it going, you know? And it was hard to keep that going. Now I find it to be a lot easier, and I can do it for much more extended periods of time because I've learned how to eat healthfully to keep it going, instead of just, oh, I just have to make sure I don't eat enough, I don't eat much tomorrow so I can keep this weight, you know? Whereas now it's like, oh, I'm just going to eat nutritarian foods and my weight will naturally, very easily stay where it is. So, but what I'm talking about specifically is when your body changes and you start to look like somebody that you didn't ever look like before and are not used to that person. So for me, since it was so long ago that I was, because I weighed about 120 for about a year and a half. And for me, that was a really long time because I'd always been this one specific weight. So when I lost the weight the first time and I kept that off for a year and a half, since I was always worried about gaining it back, I never felt like that was me. I never felt like I was supposed to be that person, that I was just kind of lucky at this point and I would gain it back at some point, right? And since then, I've learned, it's been, a lot of years since that first time, I've learned so many different ways to become healthy and to be able to keep the weight off. And of course, it has fluctuated a lot. I have done a lot of yo-yo dieting since, but now I'm feeling like I've got the answer. Like I know what the answer is, and I can stay this way if I continue to eat nutritarian foods. It's not like I'll be hungry. It's not like I don't feel satisfied. It's not like I have to just hold on for dear life to this thing. I actually know the solution and I can keep it going. So what I'm talking about specifically is when you look at yourself in the mirror and you see a different body than you used to see. So for instance, on me, it's this section right here is it's the biggest thing for me to see something that's abnormal from what I knew for my whole life. Being able to see more definition in my neck, in my collarbones, in these areas when I speak, especially since I watch myself on camera a lot lately because I'm doing the vlogs and stuff. But seeing this section of my body move differently than it used to, seeing more definition in these lines on the side of my face, which I actually like. It just feels slimmer. And then of course with my body too, I don't show you guys my body very much, but I notice so differently the clothes that I can wear now, how much easier it is to put on a shirt, whichever shirt I want to pick out, I just put it on and it doesn't matter, instead of like, which shirt is going to fit me the best today, and then I only end up wearing like a total of 3 shirts in my closet because they're the only ones that fit or something. Now I've become a different person in those ways where I look in the mirror, I feel differently, my clothes fit differently, I have more energy and stamina for going out and doing my walks every morning, doing these crazy hikes and stuff. It's a lot easier for me than it always used to be. So I'm getting used to being a different person in a way, actually. Like I'm the same person inside, but technically, but you start to have different feelings about yourself and different thoughts that you never had before, and you would have never had you not lost the weight. And so I want to talk specifically not about the fact that this happens, because it does. Of course it happens when you lose weight. You start to notice these things. But what I mean specifically is the difference between the Cheri who was 19 and lost weight on Slim Fast and the Cheri who's almost 34 losing weight in the proper healthful way. So the idea is, okay, don't feel bad about who you are. accept who you are, and the difference is becoming the kind of person who knows I deserve to be this person. I deserve to look healthy, you know? I deserve to have a fit, trim body. And this video is really weird for me to make. I feel it sounds weird for me to say these things anyways, but the point is not just me, it's you too. You know, I hear from so many people, and I have just so many friends who think that they are supposed to look a certain way because their body is that's just how their body is. They're big boned, or you know, they've always looked this way, or their parents look that way, or whatever, that they're supposed to be this way. And I don't, for the most part, I don't believe those things. I think that there's, you know, you're going to have a certain shape that you can't get rid of because that's how your shape is. You're going to have long legs, or you're going to have short legs like I do, or you're going to have a long torso or a short torso, or you're going to have broad shoulders or skinny shoulders, or those kinds of things you cannot change. But you don't have to be overweight. Nobody has to be overweight, and that's the point, is that you deserve to be at a healthful weight. Even if you want to be on sort of the higher end of the spectrum and have a little more meat on your bones, that's fine. Or if you want to be on the lower end of the spectrum and be slimmer, that's fine too. But as long as you're in that healthful weight range, which is that BMI between 18.5 and 22.5, as long as you're somewhere in between there, it's going to support your health the most. You can be any side of that spectrum that you want. But you deserve to be there, and you can be there. It takes a lot of work. I'm not saying it doesn't take a lot of work. I mean, it's insane how long and how hard it has been to get here, how much I've had to teach myself, how much I've had to learn, but it's possible to get here, and you deserve it. And it's taken me a long time, and I still don't really 100% feel that, but it's taken me a long time to feel like I can be this person from now until I'm 90. That it would be okay for me to be this weight, to look this way, to have a set of clothes in my closet that just fit one weight. Instead of having, literally, I have like 4 different sets of clothes in there for all the different weights, because I always go up and down, and there hasn't been a period of, you know, a full year where I've been one specific size ever. It's always either getting worse or getting better. And you can be that one specific size for the rest of your life. And like just telling yourself and sort of using it as a mantra, like cognitive therapy, like you can be this person, you can be slim, you are allowed to be that, you deserve to be that. And if you are that, you will have, you know, a longer life, more longevity, better health in general, and that's okay. So that's just this concept I wanted to talk about. It's maybe a weird concept, but I think about it a lot, going up and down in weight over the years, and now feeling like I really have figured it out, and I know what I need to do, and I feel great doing it. I don't feel like I'm struggling. I don't feel like it sucks and I hate it and it's the worst. I feel like I like banana ice cream. I could get used to this, you know? I like this Mexican salad I just made yesterday. This is like, it tastes amazing. I like this other recipe I made, or, you know, and I also like the way that I look. It makes me feel good, and I feel more comfortable in my skin instead of always adjusting clothes and trying to, like, you know, make this shirt work or sit up straight so your, you know, stomach doesn't hang out or whatever it is. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling about that, but that's my thought for the day. Bye. I almost didn't get a video of this because I'm too enthusiastic. Lunchtime, I have yet again gone off course. I'm not having that pita stuffed with seasoned greens. Maybe I'll have it someday, but I didn't want it today. I just didn't want any bread. So I'm having my Mexican salad again. And it is my altered version, no avocado plus walnuts. And it is always so good. I'm so excited. This is my favorite thing in the whole entire world. I just can't get enough. And I evidenced by the fact that I almost didn't even take a video today. I was too distracted. It is 2:02 p.m. on day 13, and I want some ice cream really, really bad. Like, I'm craving so bad right now. I've had banana ice cream every day for the last few days, and today I really want to have the recipe that we were supposed to have for dinner, which is eggplant roll-ups. And if I have ice cream right now, I won't be hungry for that later, which is nice to do that when I'm not on the challenge, but I really do want to try this recipe, so I'm doing everything I can to hold out right now. while cooking snack. Look at these dark grapes. They must have some really good antioxidants. All right, I don't know if you can tell, but my teeth are stained purple from those grapes. See? No, that's actual grape, but I went to go look at my teeth and there's like little blotches of purple on it. There must be some really good resveratrol on those grapes. I'm making the eggplant roll-ups and I have this bell pepper and I brought it out of the fridge and it was like making a noise. I had something in it. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it to move again. Listen. So like since I brought this thing home, I heard this and I was like, I don't want to open this thing up because I don't want to know what it is. So I put it in the sink and I cut it open with a knife, but like I was like way far away like this. And I don't know what this is, but it's like this pepper has a twin. Hold on. It has like a Siamese twin or something, or like a twin inside of its body or something. This is so weird. At least it's not a mouse, I guess, right? That's what I was afraid of. Or like a big spider or something. Phew. Okay, the eggplant roll-ups are done and ready to be eaten, and I have to say, this looks actually really yummy. Dig in. It looks like tons of food too, so I don't think I'm gonna be upset at all with the amount of food. It also calls for a salad today with this meal, but I already had a salad for lunch. So I'm gonna skip the salad part and just dig into this and have some water, and I will also see if I can make it out alive without having banana ice cream today. That would be kind of a miracle. We'll see what happens. One thing I'm learning on this challenge, which I never knew before because I could never do it, or I never saw value in it actually, was, I mean, Fuhrman talks about a lot not snacking between meals and giving your body time to digest everything from the previous meal and get into that catabolic state where you are no longer digesting food, where you're starting to digest fat from your body and things like that before the next meal, so that you get very hungry and you get ready for the next meal. And it actually makes food taste better, which I have to say now, having done this challenge, this is the first time in my life I could ever say that I agree with that, because I've never been able to not like snack throughout the day, or I actually really believed in that whole idea of like eating every couple hours or something. So I would have things on purpose, like an orange here and there, or an apple, or you know, or anything, you know. Back in the day, I would eat whatever was around, chips or something like that, just whenever I was craving out have something. But I really do think that holding off on having just 3 meals a day, or 2 probably when I get off this thing, really, really does help. And it makes this food taste amazing, whereas maybe this wouldn't be your favorite, or it wouldn't have been my favorite ever before, but now, and especially like I've never been a huge eggplant fan, but this tastes amazing to me. I think it has a lot to do with holding off in between meals. So another deep thought for the day. Look who's supervising the video. Moo. All right, day 13, recap. Was a great day for food. I loved all the food. The smoothie was really yummy in the morning. I, of course, love my Mexican salad that I made instead of what I was supposed to have because I didn't want the pita. And then the eggplant roll-ups, amazing. This is what I'm so surprised by. I never really liked eggplant that much. It was like, whatever, I'd eat it, but it wasn't my favorite. But this, now I get that whole feeling of why it's sort of a meat substitute. It tasted so good. I just thought it was amazing. And I'm telling you, I didn't put any salt in this dish. I used just like the, I always add a little bit of extra seasoning in it. So the Mrs. Dash I usually use about twice as much as recipes call for, but oh my God, so good. I absolutely loved it. Oh, I had to switch out the baby spinach for kale and arugula. And so that was delicious too. I did that because of my kidney stones and stuff, but you shouldn't have to worry about that. And it was just so good. And this is a meal that I would never expect me to have liked, right? It was really awesome. I was actually even snacking on the eggplant after it came out of the oven. I was actually, oh, hello, you have a friend with us. Hello, friend. I was actually snacking on the eggplant when it came out of the oven, if you could believe it. And it was a really good snack. I couldn't believe it. Super yummy. So that was really good. I do feel like my taste buds are changing. But I did binge on ice cream afterwards. So here's what happened. I ran out of the dark chocolate almond milk that I had that I was using to make the ice cream. So I used Hershey's chocolate syrup. And I was like just having too much of it, and I couldn't stop myself. And I guess it's time for moo right now. It's moo time. This is what we call moo time. So I was having this chocolate sauce, and I just was like, you know what? I can't have this stuff in the house. It's just like anything else. I can't be trusted. So I threw it out last night. I poured it down the sink, and the container's in the trash, and I'm not doing that anymore. If I'm going to have ice cream, I'm going to try not to put peanut butter in it too. And I'm going to just have the bananas and cherries and, yeah. Because it's okay to have banana ice cream after a meal, but not with the amount of chocolate and peanut butter that I put in it like a naughty little mouse. So we're going to go have moo time. Day 13 was a success. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment on YouTube. Find me on Snapchat /thewatermouth and sign up for the email newsletter on my website.